Hey everybody, I'm Jeffrey London.
And I'm Brittany Pierre.
And this is Volume Up by the Tease. Welcome to the podcast, our social media editor, Brittany Pierre. You've met Brittany before. She did one of our interviews a couple of episodes back, but we're going to really get to know her. Brittany, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for officially greeting me on the podcast.
We're so excited to have you. We're going to do a little bit of quick takes. You've heard them. We do it with our guests. You are a guest host. Let's make this happen. So first thing, Brittany, what is a quote that you love?
This one is a little bit difficult for me. So technically, I guess, be excellent to each other from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, only because I'm always scared I'm going to be on like, what would you do show? Like they're going to pop up and be like, you didn't do that one thing we were looking for. So I want to be always on point when I'm in public.
We love that.
Nice to each other.
Yeah, no, we should always be excellent with each other. What is your last Google search that you feel like sharing with us? I mean, obviously you can edit.
My last Google search was there's an ABBA cover band in Chicago, and I want to see where they're performing this summer because I have to go follow them everywhere.
Whoa. You're blowing my mind. What is your favorite ABBA song?
Oh man, Gimme Gimme.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, no shade. No, it's all good.
I just love all of their catalogs, to be honest.
I mean, they're this is so good. You guys, I hope that our listeners like ABBA, and if you don't, sorry. I gotta say, knowing me, knowing you is like. And then the Spanish album version of that song.
Oh, I've never experienced this, and now I have to go research it after.
Get into ABBA in Espanol. It'll blow your mind, and it's the best. Anyway, all right, back to the quick takes. What is the cringiest trend that you've tried?
Oof. I don't really do many trends, but I do have a cringiest outfit. In middle school, I thought I was going to be everything because I had a hot pink cowboy hat, a hot pink leopard print shirt, and a hot pink leopard, not leopard, but skin print pants. So that's a lot of
mixing patterns, but pink
patterns, and it was just not a good look for me. So
honestly, it sounds kind of dope. So I mean, you might be cringing, but it doesn't sound too cringy to me. Yeah. Okay. We just talked about some animal prints. So the next question, what animal are you most like?
Not a snake or
okay.
Or leopard.
Right. Well, let's clear that up.
No, but it's okay. I would probably compare myself to a gazelle. I've always been told I remind people of a gazelle, just like, I don't know why. So I'm assuming I give a gazelle aura to people.
It's giving gazelle. Take it. Whatever. They're graceful. We love it. All right. Cool. So we've talked about this a lot on the pod. And certainly it's been on the tease.com. People are making shampoo and conditioner bars to respond to plastic waste. How do you feel about a shampoo bar?
I'm kind of interested and intrigued and want to do it. And plus, I think it will last a little bit longer. And I use so much conditioner. I think it would be perfect for me to invest in.
Okay. All right. Well, you can report back if and when you try one. I have yet to do it despite covering it extensively here on the podcast and also on the .com. So, all right, cool. I feel like we've got to know Brittany better. Yeah. If you guys didn't know, Brittany is the one who is posting all of the things on our socials. So thank you, Brittany. Thank you for being here. And let's just get into the podcast, shall we? Look, on last week's episode, we talked with Kaya Wright. Kaya is a multi-Emmy award-winning celebrity hairstylist and beauty authority, and she's created the industry's most sought-after hairstyles for celebrities such as Tyra Banks, Jennifer Hudson, Halle Berry, Ciara, Gabrielle Union, Taraji P. Henson, Laverne Cox, Deborah Cox. Shout out. I still can't get over how did you get here. After working with the best companies in town, Kaya took it upon herself and took a big old leap of faith to create her own line, Muse Hair. And Kaya's Muse hairline is trusted by Hollywood's hottest celebrities and offers a collection of premium wigs, extensions, and products that provide instant beauty solutions, which we love. for women all across the globe. And now her newest venture has been writing and releasing her book, From Beauty to Business, The Guaranteed Strategy to Building, Running, and Growing a Successful Beauty Business. We had her on the podcast. Make sure you go and listen to that episode if you haven't already. And if you like learning more about the industry, those who are enacting change and creating a better world, make sure that you subscribe, rate, and review to this very podcast, and then follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all of the places that Brittany is posting, and send in questions to us at volumeup@thetease.com.
On this week's episode, we are continuing our mental health campaign and starting off Mental Health Awareness Month with Susanne Post. Susanne is a hairstylist, salon owner, and co-founder of Shear Haven. Shear Haven is an initiative of YWCA Nashville and Middle Tennessee. Susanne is committed to educating her community on the signs of abuse, as well as the resources available to help people experiencing abuse. Shear Haven's domestic violence awareness education program equips stylists with the knowledge and tools recognizing the signs of domestic violence, successfully navigating conversations with clients who may be in danger, passing along tools that can help them get to safety. Susan was integral part of working to get the Tennessee legislation passed that requires domestic violence training for all cosmetologists.
Let's talk about something that's maybe even bigger than that incredible legislation being passed, which is that evil billionaire Elon Musk went ahead and bought himself some Twitter. He bought the whole damn thing for $44 billion, which he claims to not have in cash, which is very curious.
Oh.
I mean, it's been, talked about how he doesn't necessarily pay his fair share in taxes, but he did pony up the dough for this platform. People are concerned that free speech is at stake. What are your thoughts as an avid Twitter user, Brittany? Let's talk a little bit about Elon buying Twitter.
Yeah, I don't get the connection with Elon. I don't even think he's a great Twitter user to begin with. So the connection is off for me. But it does make me a little bit worried because he's saying that he needs to bring free speech back. And I'm like, the platform is already free speech. At least for marginalized people, it makes me a little bit nervous because that means that's more targeted towards them and there's not going to be a lot of safety and intact for them. So
which is already a major concern on the platform, which is why it's been losing users. It just seems like this is a terrible idea. It is, again, speculated that he's maybe going to do away with advertising, which why would you get away with do away with the revenue stream? That doesn't make sense. Courting a bunch of users that are troll bots from I'm struggling to see the end game other than the very obvious one, which is terrifying. So Elon, if you could make it clearer what you're intending to do, I think that we'd all appreciate it.
Right.
In the meantime, all of us sort of hang in the balance. And are people going to see our hot takes on, what's happened in the world? I don't know if Elon's at the helm. So, real things to be scared about, in addition to less real things.
Yes. It does feel like Dr. Evil from Austin Powers happening in real life.
It is, millennials, LOL, that's, us, have lived through a lot of unprecedented once in a lifetime things, and this is one of those things that feels very much like it shouldn't be happening within our lifetime. I didn't think that billionaires needed to buy social media platform, but I guess Zuck has his Meta, it's all, none of this sounds good. It's not needed, too much. And again, salon pros and brands are going to be in the fray, so I'm curious to see how this is all going to go down. We'll be watching on Twitter. If you guys are not following us, go to @ReadTheTease, find us, follow all of those things, and we'll keep abreast of the situation. I guess I don't really know what's to come. Not a safe feeling. All right. Well, other things that are happening. A lot of stuff is on thetease.com, and we are going to talk about some of our favorite headlines. So our editorial team has been hard at work this week uncovering industry news, looking into trends, and diving into brands that you don't know, but you should. And here are some of the things that we think that you should know about on thetease.com right now. So first up, hairstylist Anastasia Tarobova talks Coachella prep and festival hair predictions. Look, we know Coachella's a wrap, both weekends in the bag. But we talked with this hairstylist, and she had lots to say about different predictions that she's got for what we're going to see play out over the summer. COVID's kind of not top of mind. It's certainly not going away.
No.
We're going to see how people are feeling, but it seems like people are generally pretty optimistic. They want to go out and experience the Lollapaloozas and governor's balls of the world. So I don't know. What did you think of this article? Do you think that any of those predictions are going to come true?
Yeah, she said a lot about like the Y2K looks, and I definitely saw a lot of that on my Instagram feed of people who went to Coachella. So definitely a lot of space buns and braids and just the whole like out of space kind of look. So she was on point with that.
Yeah, no, I think that Y2K is here to stay. That look is definitely a thing. And I'm actually not sick of it. The space buns I could maybe do without. They can be done artfully, don't get me wrong. But I'm sort of here for the like xenon whatever of it all. Let's do the nostalgia vibes for a little bit longer, I think. But yeah, go over to thetease.com, see all of her predictions and see if you guys agree. If you do, let us know. If you don't, let us know too. All right, next up on thetease.com, something that we think that you guys should know about and something that Brittany knows very intimately about because she was there. The article, Wella Team mentee Drew Faber on styling looks for the Beauty Changes Lives Experience runway show. Beauty Changes Lives experience may have already come and gone, but we're still so incredibly inspired by all of the dazzling hairstyles that we saw hit the runway during the fundraising event. A true showcase of next-gen talent, BCL Experience's presentation saw a number of aspiring artists debut their very first runway collection with the help of incredible mentors. Among the talented artists who participated in the runway show was Wella Team mentee Drew Faber, who previously spoke with us about his mentorship with the iconic brand. And we had the pleasure of catching up with Faber to discuss what it was like backstage, his biggest challenges, and his favorite look that the Wella team presented. So Brittany, look, we can go to thetease.com to read all about what it is that Drew has to say, and we encourage you to do that. But you were actually there on the ground at BCL. You saw this presentation. So what did you think about the experience? What did you think about the Wella team specifically? Because we go into it on the .com.
Yeah, the whole BCL experience was so much fun. So many people were there. They had a lot of different stations for us to like get tattoos, airbrush tattoos, get our nails done. They had music playing, all that fun stuff. And the Wella's team, their fashion runway was just so amazing. Actually, all of them were really great, but I was super, I was a little bit loyal because we knew Drew. It's all about Willa's team. But yeah, they knocked it out of the park. Like the looks of the hair looks were just fantastic, amazing.
Yeah, I wish that I had been there, but I do feel like I got a good sense of what went down thanks to Camille's reporting. So again, go to thetease.com, look up BCL, and you can find this article as well as the first one that we did with Drew. And yeah, let us know what you guys think. Next up, new product alert. Title of the article is "We are swooning over Olivia Garden's new blush finger brush collection," which is dangerous to say several times fast. So look, if you've yet to experience Olivia Garden's award-winning finger brush, then consider now your chance to snag an extra special one for yourself. Just in time for spring, the beloved hair tools brand has reimagined their best-selling finger brush in a brand new limited edition blush color palette. Now OG fans can have their brushes outfitted in dreamy rose, coral, and hot pink. Perfect shades to welcome in the warm weather. So, Brittany, you've seen them. Are you grabbing these brushes?
I mean, I'm drooling over all of their aesthetics. I'm like, I need to get my hands on them. They're so cute. I love all the colors. And I've been wanting to try Olivia Garden brushes. So this might be my chance to make that happen.
This might be very on trend with the color choices. We love to see it. And again, truly perfect for spring. So go to thetease.com. You can see the full colorway, different brush sizes for all sorts of different hair textures, which we love to see. And yeah, again, let us know. I'm a broken record. We want to hear. Do you want to see more product stories? I imagine so. Look, there's a ton going on at thetease.com. We picked some of our favorite headlines, but there's a bunch of stories each and every week. Thank you to our hardworking editors. We are proud to publish stories that salon pros and consumers care about.
Next up, Jeff's interview with Susanne Post. We would like to mention before we get into its topic, there will be talk about heavy conversations relating to domestic violence. So please be aware if you have any trigger please be mindful of listening to the next portion of our show.
Such an important interview. I'm glad that we were able to have her on to talk with us. And I know that our listeners really care about this, certainly near and dear to us on the podcast.
Be sure to hit subscribe, rate, and review. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Read the Tease. And send us your questions at volumeup@thetease.com.
Volume Up is a Tease Media production. This episode was produced by Monica Hickey and Madeline Hickey. Brian Daly is our editor and audio engineer. Thank you to our creative team for putting together the graphics for this episode. And thank you to Brittany for joining.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is fun.